Wildcats beat the Utes 93-77 here at McHale Center. Associate head coach Jack Murphy has joined us here courtside. Jack, Rhino and I were talking moments ago about when the Wildcats come out focused, ready, hit the floor hard, they seem to be at their best. I know that sounds kind of simplistic, but you look at the wins in the Pac-12 and even the loss at Oregon, the guys came out and you could tell they were ready to go. Tonight, good example of that. Do you see that? Did you sense that before the bowl game, or do you have to kind of wait to see how they do hit the floor?
No, I sensed it throughout the week. You know, it's one of those things where you're coming off a loss like we were coming off with Oregon State. You really want to get back on the court as soon as possible. I thought that our practices this week were fantastic. We had to take Monday off. We got home really, really late Sunday night, Monday morning. So Tuesday and Wednesday, our days of preparation were fantastic. And I give the guys a lot of credit. School started yesterday, and it's a difficult week a lot of times. With classes starting, there's a lot of change and flux. You know, you have to change your schedules, make sure everything academically is lined up. And to come out with the focus and determination that we had in the first 20 minutes, I thought was fantastic. And I give a lot of credit to a guy like Dylan Smith, you know, a senior, came out, set the tone early, driving the basketball, making the extra play, had a career-high 6 assists tonight. I thought it was indicative of our entire team's focus coming into the game.
Max Hazzard was a shooter when he was at UC Irvine. Tonight we saw his capabilities, and we've seen it before. He's been able to hit threes, but tonight he had a season high and was just on fire. But maybe you could talk, Jack, about his role on this team and how important it is. He doesn't have to score 24 every night.
No.
It would
be
okay.
nice. It'd be nice. Yeah, it wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
You know, Max is in a group of guys. You know, I'd probably put Max, Jamal Baker, Stone Gettings, Ira Lee in a group of guys that, you know, their minutes have fluctuated throughout the year, but their effort and their commitment to the game have not. Every day before or after practice, Max is getting shots up. In the fall, he'd come in early in the morning and get shots up. It's one of those things where he never lost confidence or faith in himself. He just had to have a couple go down. And tonight was a great indication of what he's capable of doing. For it to come in our fourth conference game, I think it bodes well for the rest of league play. It's something that you have to scout for and be ready for. I'm sure Colorado will be talking about it heading into Saturday's game. And that helps everyone. You know, when Nico's on the floor with Max on one side and he's coming off a game where he hit 6 threes, the lanes might get a little bit more open. You know, Zeke might have a little more opportunity down low, all because of Max. And I give him and all those guys a ton of credit for continuing to work hard, even when the ball wasn't going in the basket. It was rimming in and out. And it wasn't just Max tonight. You know, Nico hit 3 threes. He hadn't hit multiple threes since Omaha. So it was great to see a lot of our guys have their shots go down and kind of show the type of shooting team that we are.
Stone Gettings made his first start tonight, played a season-high 28 minutes. Chase Jeter out with a sore back. And Coach Miller has talked a lot about the things Stone does that don't show up in the box score. And tonight he had 7 points and 2 rebounds, a couple of assists, a steal tonight. But what are some of the finer points that he brings to the floor?
Yeah, Stone's a fantastic screener. He sets great screens, which in turn gets him open a lot of times off those screens. Defensively, he's usually in the right place and position, especially off the ball. He understands where he's supposed to be in help and gaps and does a great job communicating and talking. You know, he's another fifth-year senior grad transfer, so he's been through this before. His experience is a big help. And offensively, what he does is he opens up the court, exactly like I just talked about Max. His ability to spread the court. He's 1 for 1 from 3 tonight. He doesn't have to take 5 of them for the opponent to know that he can really shoot it. And because of that, it gives other guys a lot of opportunities. I think you saw Zeke tonight take advantage of those opportunities, and Nico and Dylan and Jamal did a great job finding guys, but a lot of that has to do with Stone spreading the court out. All
right. Good win tonight, obviously, and big one on Saturday. Colorado is considered one of the more experienced teams in the Pac-12, and it's going to be a quick turnaround.
It is, and they're one of the top defensive teams that we'll have faced in the country. I mean, throughout this season, but they're one of the top defensive teams in the country. As you mentioned, experienced. They have great interior and perimeter play, and I think defense is their calling card. It's kind of what they're hanging their hat on. They have one of the better wins in the Pac-12 this season, neutral court win in Chicago over Dayton. Watching the film, it looked like a Sweet 16 game. I mean, it was that high level. So this is a really good team coming into our building on Saturday. We have to be ready and prepared. It's going to come real quick, 12:30 tip time on Saturday. So for us all to enjoy our Saturday afternoon, we have to take care of business early.
Thanks, Murph.
Yeah, thank you, Brian.
Jack Murphy, associate head coach, as the Wildcats beat the Utes 93-77.